Hey, first period, I ended up switching videos that I decided to do for homework, so this one's yours. And anybody that missed class on Monday, y'all also watch this one. So you've got this lovely foldable that I've given you. If you don't have it, yes, you can write everything in your journal just as it is. It's not that much stuff. I can always give it to you later as well, and you can fill it in from the video afterwards. Okay? So we're going to start with using an equation. Okay? We are going, and this one is called slope for ways. Okay? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ways. Okay? We're going to start with using an equation. This equation, y equals mx plus b. This is my very favorite thing of all time. Okay? Slope. Now, I'm going to use a highlighter like crazy. I hope you do too. Slope is represented by the variable m. Okay? You have your dependent variable y. This is just like the y that's in our points. This x right here is the same x that's in our points. When we point x and y values, when we plot those, that's this. Okay? Slope is this coefficient right here. It's this letter, which is also a number, m. That's ugly. M. Okay? And then B is this y-intercept. An intercept, like we talked about in class, that is where your line crosses the y-axis. Okay? So, find the given slope with these following equations. All we have to do is look for the number in front of the x. So, here we go. It's 3. Was that hard? No. Here, it's -9. What is here in front of this x? Yes, you're right. Oops. A 1. Okay. All right. Slope equals 1. Okay. y3. Y equals 3. This one's tricky. Okay, so if I make a little graph, and I were to graph what y equals at 3, that would look like this. Okay, so for this, my slope is 0. Okay, it's not nothing, but my slope is 0. For x equals 4, if I graph it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 4. Here's x at 4. Okay, well, this is what we call undefined. Undefined. I know I ran that into my graph. I'm sorry. Undefined. Okay? So it's either the number right in front of the x, okay, or it's going to be 0, or it's going to be undefined. It can be positive, or it can be negative. These are super, sorry guys. It can be super simple to just look at it and see what happens. This is awesome. I love this. This is one of my favorite ways to find slope because, hey, it's right there printed on the paper for me. Okay? Close that up. Now scooch over here to using a graph. I love this one next because it's also super simple. Okay? We're going to use, here's our slope again. Slope. Here's our slope. Okay, we're going to use rise, which Miss Villial and Miss Snyder have both taught you. Look at rise and run. Well, we went up 5, we went over 4. So our rise was 5, our run was 4. You can leave it like that, or you can make it 1.25. Either way is fine for me. In graphing, we love fractions because this tells me exactly how many to go up and how many to go over in order to get to this next point. Okay? So we are very much looking for if it is positive or negative. Okay? So if you had to go down and over, then your slope is negative. Okay? So this is rise over run. Oops. Rise over run. Okay? We love rise over run because it's really awesome. Because right here, it's going to go up 5. It's going to go over 4. It's the same thing. Okay? Close that off. using a table. Tables are cool, I guess, yeah. Okay, so this little triangle thing here is called delta. Delta means change. It's kind of messy, but it means change. Equals change. Okay, so we're going to look at what's the spread between these two. -2 up to 4, that's 6. -1 up to 2, that's 3. So I'm going to take my change in my y values was 6. Take 6. My change in my x's was 3. And so this turns into 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So my slope for this table is 2. We can test it again right here. 8 to 10 is 2. 4 to 5 is 1. 2 over 1 is 2. Okay? And some of you are like, but these aren't the same. They're not consistent. But it doesn't matter. Because what we're looking is this divided by this. Does that give me the same thing as when I check another pair? Yes, it does. Okay? So, M equals rise over run equals change in y equals change in x. Okay? Now, here's the, if I were to pick a difficult one, it'd be this one, but it's not difficult. It's just easy to mess up. Okay? 2 points. Oh, here's slope again. Slope, slope, slope. Okay? And this time you have a formula. Those of you who like formulas, this is your friend. Okay? You'll be given 2 points. Okay? One of them is going to be like this. The other will be like this. Okay? This 1 and this 2 mean first point and second point. Okay? So, what your job's going to be is to label, label, label. Okay? So the y values always go in the numerator of your ratio. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. Now all we do is fill in our formula. It was y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Well, let's see. y2, 9. Minus y1, -3. Ooh, that's weird. I don't like that. But I'm going to put it in parentheses so I don't forget the minus and the negative. I need them both. Okay? x2, right? x2, -4 minus, because that's part of my formula, x2 minus x1 is 2. Okay, now when I have two negatives together like this, they become positives. 9 plus 3 is 12. -4 minus 2 is -6. Positive 12 minus plus. Positive 12 divided by -6 is going to give me a -2. So that is my slope. Okay? So there's your notes that you need for tonight. You will have a quiz on them. You're going to do amazing. Can't wait to see you. Make sure that if you were absent, you get all the notes from both videos. Okay? So there's that. I'll see you in class tomorrow. Have a great night.